Rikus Redlinghuyse of Maishi, and he's got a very interesting technology, which is a digital business card. So I'd like to introduce Rikus. Over to you. Wonderful having you on board. We love your product, and I'm sure everybody else will do. It could be a real game changer here.
Thanks so much, Neil. Good morning. It's still good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Rikus Redlinghuyse. I'm director of Maishi. So what we do is we do digital business cards, virtual 360 tours, and an AI lead generating chatbot. Well, actually a bit more than a digital business card that I'll show you a bit just now. So we tend to rather call it a digital portfolio, of yourself. So, in the old days, well, not the old days, a while back, you have your you have your normal business card, and if you want to make a good impression with your business card, it's generally a nice embossed card, it's quality printing to make you stand out from the rest. And it's just to give a very good first impression. So with our portfolio as well, which I will start sharing the screen now with you guys, it's really just to create a very good first impression. And the idea is to put your contact details, all your call to action buttons directly in the palm of your client's hand, one touch away to get hold of you. So let's say this is your business card. So your business card will save as an app on your phone. It looks like a little icon. So I would suggest that you do that just for ease of access. So once you are busy dealing with a client, it's just a bit delayed when opening up. There we go. Okay, it's open on the phone. So this is how how your card will open up. So this card is a property management group of Belmont Property, and this card is actually for a certain property. So if you want to share this card to a potential buyer or client, just one touch away, and all your potential, the ways that you can share this card will come up. Facebook, WhatsApp, email, SMS, or any social media you have, available on your phone. Also, like you can see with the airdrops, on the iOS systems, on the Apple systems, basically touch the airdrop and it will just, it will immediately go onto their phone. As well as it's got a QR scanner, which I will show you just now. So on the two sides, this is what we call the personal side. So this is where all your personal information will come up. So it will be the name, a picture, a small bio of yourself or of your company, all get in touch button. So the get in touch is basically your contact information. Everything is fully interactive. So, if you touch on the email, it'll open the email, it will send an email. If you go on the phone, touch on the phone, it will call. You can direct call. The GPS is basically, the location. If you have offices and that, it will map to Google Maps, and the client will be directed to you guys. That is followed by social media links. So, whatever social media links you would like to put on and have the client have access to, you build them in over there. The save to contacts over there is a very quick save button. So instead of saving it to your home screen, which I'll show you in a second, you can either save it to the contacts. So if the client or yourself, chose to save to contacts, it will basically populate your entire content list, on your phone with email, name, cell phone number, location, links to the card and everything. And here, we can build in some forms. So this is just a little callback form. So if the client doesn't really want to call you, right now, he'll just fill this in, send it at the end, and this will come to the email address, that's been allocated to the card. Then, if you just, again, the home button, if you want to save it to the home screen, it's basically just also, it's one touch away, and it will save as an icon on the home screen. So that is the personal side. So that is basically all the information, you want on how to get hold of you, to give to the client in their hands so they can get hold of you easily. Now, on this side is where it kind of becomes interesting. This is what we call the services side. So here we can build in basically a lot of different things. We've email links, quick call to action buttons, videos, Zoom rooms, product brochures, flyers, videos. There's another scanning option. So if you don't feel like sending it, just open the QR code. Client can just open up his QR scanner and you'll be immediately on his phone. A very popular service that we do add a lot is the digitization of paperwork. So there's a lot of forms going around, and we actually do use the Zoho system as well. So instead of emailing it to your client, and client needs to print it out, you can just put everything into the you can put it on your digital business card. You can send it to a client. It's one touch away, for them to interact with. And you can build in anything. We've done from application forms to a bunch of COVID forms, now with the situation that we find ourselves in. And at the end, they just press submit. They fill in all the details. You can upload pictures, basically any information that you want all together. At the end as well, we offer, there's the way to sign it, and then at the end you can just submit, and then that will be submitted to the email address that that will deal with this relative information. Bond calculators, we've built in some of the bond calculators as well. So it's essentially what you're looking to add on the services side is your quick call to action buttons. It's what you want the client to see first and act on first, instead of just telling them, hey, go to my website, send them a digital business card with all the relative information on. Just want to show you guys, maybe one or two more examples in the property game. This is CEF. Generally photo, a little bio about yourself or the company, your contact details, your social media details on the one side, and then again on the other side, this is what Brett here chose. This is what he wants to show over to the client first. There's a couple of COVID forms as well, which is the customizable for the program of Zoho forms that we can add in. Let's look at the My Listings. So the listings, this will basically take you to the CEF, what is under Brett, what is his listings, and put all your listings also, in the palm of the hand of your client. Fully customizable, the cards are fully customizable with colors, icons, you can really personalize it and make it your own. These are some nice, very custom label, which we call the white label solution. So it doesn't say Maishi anywhere on the card. It's a complete white label solution for the customer. This was for Swindon Property. Also, if you can look at the icons, everything is fully customizable and fully changeable to really make it just personalize the whole product. And then again, on their side, this is what they, choose. My listings, find a property, market your property, calculators, connect with us. So really, again, just to reiterate the point there, it is what you want your client to act on first. This is one from SA Home Loans. There you go on there. So you can see the, an affordability calculator that was also coded in. This is all coded in basically into the digital business card. And once the client fills this in, they obviously get notification and everything, but also the lead is immediately sent back to Abel over here, so that he can act on it and follow up on it. So the cards is really, really a very good tool to basically get your product, your vehicle, you as an estate agent in the hands of your customer and client, and for them to interact with you. The thing about, we did some research in that, about normal paper business cards and 88% of cards are chucked away. So if you're paying, for argument's sake, 100 Rand for 100 cards, 88 Rand is basically thrown down the drain, because people just don't look at it anymore, or they lose it. Over here, you're putting all these details in the palm of their phone. Now, the product is also fully, it works on the PC just as well. It is designed very nicely for mobile, as it fits very nicely with mobile. I just want to show you guys here some added extras that you can look at building or adding in. If you look at the Explore More option there at the bottom, that is the chatbots. So the chatbots is great as a lead generation tool. So this is how it will basically come up. So when you say get started, the chatbot will access your information and it will start a conversation stream. It immediately picks up who I am, and immediately as I touch that, Team Upton there would have received a communication that Rikus from Cape Town is on your chatbot and you are looking at some help. So this chatbot is pretty much pre-programmed. So yeah, we can do anything. I mean, you can literally program quite a lot of stuff in here. I want to buy exclusives. I want to sell, social media, how to get in touch with these guys. It's just, if you're looking to sell the house, I mean, we can spend quite a bit of time on going through all of these things, but it can help you sell it can help you guys guide in selling houses. So it's basically giving information to the clients. If you can't help it, basically a chatbot can jump in, and then a chatbot, it never sleeps. It's always active. It will continuously send you and feed you leads. So Team Upton, they would have gotten now leads that I'm looking at selling my house with all my details. The details that I've chosen to make public on Facebook, as that one runs through Messenger. So, if I just made my phone or email address public, they won't get access to personal information, obviously due to the POPI Acts and that. But it's the information that I chose to make public, and I do, allow the bot to access that in the beginning. So that's in essentially, the digital business cards that we do. This is how they save as the little icons on the home screen. And the chatbot can sit, as you saw there with Tim Upton. It sits on the digital business card. It can sit on your website. It can sit on your Facebook pages, your social media pages. And then just the last, what I also wanted to show you guys is the virtual reality software, the 360-degree software that we guys use. So we use VPix. This was actually a house for Dixon Property. So you guys are sort of, I think I've seen, the Matterport and the different systems. This is the VPix system. You can choose to just maybe hide the tools. The screen is maybe a bit small. Look at the drop down, and then basically move from the one part of the house to the other part of the house. What's very nice about these, if you look at it, it's fully customizable. If you go into the email, it will email. Facebook, Google, it will take the client, directly to the address of the location. Any social media links you can put in. Nadir images over there. If they touch on that, it will lead them to, to the digital business card of of yourself. So it's a very nice interactive system. It's fully customizable. You can brand it as much as you want, and to make it, to take ownership of the card of the tour, to make sure that everybody knows, that's the tour belongs to, for example, SEEF or Remax, or Pam Golding, whatever company it is that you guys work for. Yeah, I think that is, a bit from my side for now.
So Rick,
sorry, Neil, you broke a bit up there.
Yeah. So Rikus, you also have a gift. You also would like to offer the delegates as well. Do you want to maybe just explain a little bit about that?
Yes, so just about sort of cost pricing and that about the digital business cards. We actually, it's a kind of a funny story. We've recently started to collaborate actually with a big printing company, which one of their main income streams is printing digital business cards. And they've been in business for 32 years. They're one of the oldest printing companies in Cape Town. And they're like, guys, it's dying a very slow death. A lot of printing companies haven't realized this yet, but it's on the way out. And the more digital, the more virtual, the more automated you guys are, the better. It's never, like Andrew also said, it's not yet to replace anybody. It's a helping tool. It's able to assist, in making your lives easier. And he's got a very nice little comparison that he actually showed us about, what does business cards actually cost? And they sell business cards, normal, not even your fancy embossed business cards, but a normal 2 to 3 color business cards with a few details on. They sell for $800 for 1,000 business cards. It's about 80 odd cents a business card. And then it kind of goes down to what you get for $80 a month. For 80 Rand a month, you get 25 business cards, roughly about 4 odd bucks, a card. And also given that, take note that, close to 90% of those cards will be chucked away. With a digital business card, you can send it to 4 people a month, you can send it to 1,000 people a month. You put in your contact details in the palm of their hand, and cost-wise, it's $80 a month. And for that 80 Rand a month, you basically get a build of the card. We build the card, we design the card, we set up the card. It's the monthly hosting as well as the monthly analytics, which is just actually something I didn't mention before. So if we just look at a card, so every point on this card, everything you can touch is basically a data point that can be tracked. So, for example, you know, all of these on the services side, the maintenance, the incident, the transfer request, you can track everything. You can see where the clients are clicking, you know, are they engaging on email or on a phone call? You know, are they looking at your Facebook profiles or your LinkedIn profiles? Are they more interested in, for argument's sake, an incident report or a pet approval? You know, everything gets tracked, and you guys get analytical data sent to you once a month with all this information, which is great because it can then help, you know, you can see the behavior of the client and help you make some decisions on, hey, you know, how we can, you know, better ourselves or what we can offer the clients. And all of this is included in the $80 a month. You know, it's 80 times 12, so it's 960 Rand for the year. But if it's once-off payments, it's $800, you know, for the year, and that's the cost. What we can a little chat, you know, with what we can do for all of you guys as our little Maishi Black Friday is $400. You know, if you pay for the year, it's the annual fee, 400 Rand, and you know, we'll have the card built and everything for you guys, and you know, you can be up and running with this next week. It doesn't take that long to build. You know, it will take us about a day to get your card up and out to you, and you know, guide you a bit on how to use it, and then get all your details in the palms of, you know, the palms of your clients.
Great. Well, that's a wonderful offer there. Thank you, Rikus. And so I think, you know, I just want to just talk about the value of obviously using it. Also, you could link it to your website as well. And I think that report is such invaluable. You know, there's so many different links you can link it to. You can check your social media activity. It's incredible. In fact, I had somebody that the only way they could hunt me down was in fact through the business card. So yeah, so I think that there's huge benefits there.
Yes.
How do we get everybody to qualify for the Black Friday special? You said it's 400 Rand. It's for 1 year's card, which they got to pay up front, right?
Yes. So it's an annual once-off fee, you know, for $400.
Yes.
I think, Neil, maybe if we can send them maybe a little offer out afterwards to everybody.
Okay, we'll send
you know,
a link.
I'll attach the details, you know, my business card and a contact form. You know, they can fill that out quickly. You know, it will send it back to us, and I think that might be the easiest.
Okay, great. There's a question here for you, Rikus. Is this exclusively for agents? Would love this to have this for my attorneys. I think it's for all companies, right? It's not only exclusive.
I mean, we've done everything. I mean, we've done. Look, I would say a big business for us is real estate, because of what we do within virtual reality as well in chatbots. And the great thing about it, it all ties together, you know, so it forms a very nice, you know, circle. So real estate as well as the motor industry, you know, we're very big in the motor industry with car salesmen, you know, and also doing virtual tours for them. Finance and insurance, you know, your broker type industries, because of a lot of paperwork and stuff. But then, I mean, guys, it's a card. We've got your plumber, you know, I've got your electrician, you know, we've got a little coffee shop. So essentially, any person can benefit from this that is looking to put his details in the hands of his clients. Okay, one person or a company with 10,000 people will benefit from what we offer.
Great stuff. Rikus, thank you very much. Okay, so moving on to our next speaker, our next guest, and it's Annette Evans. And Annette is the General Manager of the Institute of Estate Agents of South Africa. She's just going to chat to you briefly about the benefits there. And I must say, hi, Annette, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for inviting me.
And absolute
Wonderful
pleasure.
to be here. It's
And,
great panel, I must say.
Yeah, no, very interesting and very techy stuff, and also more importantly, everybody gets CPD points for this. You know what I mean? So they're getting the value,
Yes.
And in fact, they've actually got a voucher for 2,000 Rand from Zoho. They've got a Black Friday special of 400 Rand off their digital business cards for 400 Rand for 1 year. So I think it's a great day, and I know you're going to tell us about IASA. So I'm going to disappear, Annette, and it's over to you.
Right. That's brilliant. Thank you for this morning. It's been very, very informative. And what I wanted to just mention to everybody is that the Institute is a non-profit organization, and they are representative of the real estate market. Sorry, my voice is just lost there. But I think the critical thing that I need to mention, as you said, is that the Institute is a non-profit organization, and they started in 1937. We assist, guide, and support estate agents, and our members essentially benefit by having a lot of the support from us. We have a community of subject matter experts, and we offer a huge amount of online training, skills development. We coordinate the NQF level training. We do from prep workshops for the exams, which we've just had recently online. And we do the logbook training, and we do a lot of mentoring of principals. I think that what I would also like to mention that is quite important is that we have the website, iasa.org.za. I'm not going to go on and tell you everything that we do, but what I would like to mention, just while we're on this platform, is that we have a huge amount of benefit partners that do offerings from even HR, legal documents. We have affiliate programs like yourself, Neil, with the Real Estate Investor magazine, and events like today. We have bridging finance, we have bond originators, rental inspections, programs and software, and branding, marketing, and lots of skills development partners that we work with. The most important thing that I need to mention today is the Institute. But besides being there for the agents themselves, we actually work with a lot of the organizations from the Department of Human Settlements. They oversee the EAAB, which I'm sure all of you are familiar with. And we also work with them with regards to the gap housing, the FLISP, which is the subsidy program. We even represent the agents at Parliament through the Department of Human Settlements and the Rental Housing Tribunal. So we also work with the CSOS, which is the Community Schemes Ombud Service. So a lot of people who've got issues, they get them resolved. The Institute Evaluators, the compliance certificates. So I think in a nutshell, we work with a law society as well, which is critical to the conveyances. But essentially, you can search for members on our website. So anyone who's a member of the Institute, their name will come up on our website. And we are obviously always posting out emailers and news on our website and updates. What on the PropTech side, we are working very, very closely with a lot of our stakeholders and partners with regards to Facebook, and we're doing a lot of marketing on Facebook and Twitter. So I recommend that you follow, like, and share what we're doing so that we can get the message out there as fast as possible. I must mention that with regards to the new law, we're having the Property Practitioners Act is coming into play. We are working with the regulations at the moment. Comment closed last Friday, and there will be a new Property Practitioners Regulatory Authority that will replace the board. So there's quite a lot to cover. And what I must mention to you, I just had a conversation this morning with somebody, is the National Property Practitioners Council is representative of the real estate bodies, such as IASA. So when you are a member of IASA, you are automatically part of the NPPC. So we recommend that you are strongly that you join. What I can say is that we're going to give away one membership today. So we will actually take the list that we are given for the CPD certificates we'll be issuing, and we will announce the winner. So we will do that next week. And I think that what I can say is that it's critical that we stand together. I think that most of you on today's workshop are real estate practitioners. The actual landscape is changing, and once the gazetted regulations are fully enacted, you will now then be under the estate, no longer the Estate Agency Affairs Board. It will be called the Property Practitioners Regulatory Authority. We will keep you updated. You will be on our mailing list. And I would like to say, Neil, that in essence, we are looking for people to basically be stronger. We move together. And I think that we are centralizing our systems. So I'm having online meetings with everybody. We're doing career path workshops. I'm assisting people, having personal meetings. And really, just to go back to what I was saying earlier, we are centralizing and managing EASA virtually so that we can assist, guide, and support our members regarding their training, their development, their career path, and any exemptions. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I think that we eat, sleep, and talk real estate here for the property practitioners. So we are here for our members, and I just like to reiterate that that's essentially what we do. And we have such a great community of experts that we call on, like you've heard our partners today. So I'd just like to thank Neil, thank Rikas, and thank Andrew for everything that they are doing to bring our sector into the 21st century. We've learned a lot in lockdown. We've had to take everything online, and I think it's really been amazing at how people have actually pulled together and managed. So from my side, I'd just like to say that we will notify the winner of the membership to the Institute. We are here for you all, and thank you, and enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you, Neil.
A lot of people asked, it was quite tough working with the EAAB. I know in the past, do we hope that it's going to be a lot easier working with them? Is there any sort of take on that? Or will it just be the EAAB in a different guise? Any sort of thoughts around that?
The way that we see it is that with the new regulatory authority, the onus is on them to issue an FFC if there's no reason not to. So in other words, at the moment, a lot of people are saying, but I've paid, I haven't got my FFC. So what will happen now is they will have to let you know what the issues are, rather than you having to be, it's going to be a push rather than a pull, or a pull rather than a push. So that is the way that we see it at the moment. Very much. It is a huge act, but we see it quite positively, I must say.
No, wonderful. Now, just in terms of EASA membership, I mean, what does it cost, just so that we can get the costings out? I know you're giving away one, just for the people out there. What is the normal? How much is the membership, just so that people?
Obviously, we've got different spheres, but just to say, for the moment, you'd say on average it's 800 Rand. And that would be for the year, for 12 months. There are various regions, so we're going to be, because we're centralizing, we're going to be looking at one rate. So that is the membership at the moment, and that's what the one we'll be giving away, will be 800 Rand.
No, wonderful. So, I mean, there's quite a support system that agents are getting from you, because, and it's, and I know it's tough out there, really, you want to get out and do the sales and do the business. But you sort of, like, as you say, you use the word mentorship, the backup support and training. I mean, that's so important. I mean, so you look at that 800 Rand and say, well, it pays for itself.
Exactly. You're looking at, essentially, I used to say the price of a pizza per month, but now you don't get many places that will give you a pizza for 80 Rand. But even it's actually much cheaper than that. And to be honest with you, as I always say about everything you do and you spend and invest in yourself, if you get the benefit, it's going to be pay for itself 1,000-fold over. And we are the hub, essentially. So we get, even from the conveyancers calling us, the attorneys calling us, the CSOs calling us. We work and liaise very, very strongly with all the benefit partners, the stakeholders, and the real estate partners. So I think it is important that people understand that it's not just paying for that, it's actually being a voice. And that is really, really important.
Wonderful. Annette, thank you very much. It was wonderful having you on.